Okay, so we cold open to Malibu, California.
Mm-hmm.
And Joan is in the mirror. She's getting dressed for the limo entrances, put on her makeup, all that. What are your thoughts on this dress? This giant bow, like tied behind the neck and
the bow. I didn't mind. I did mind the nude delusion in the front.
It was nude, and the whole dress was kind of, as you know, the illusion of you can kind of see her legs through it.
I
didn't hate it. I like that part. I was kind of iffy on the bow, but
I wish it was more to skin color. I wish it was maybe even hand dyed, like how the girls on Drag Race do. They hand dye their nudes. I wish that it was more like that because it was a little too pale.
Oh, I see. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you didn't mind the bow?
Not at all. No, Gay Glamour. I like it. Yeah. You hated it?
I can't tell if I love it or I hate it.
I love those. Yeah.
So I probably love it, honestly, if I'm like on the cusp. Anyways, she is, just, very happy, wondering if she can have two great loves of her life. Mm-hmm. So we learned about her husband who passed. They met in 1983 when she was 21. Mm-hmm. And they just seemed like they had a very loving, joyous relationship. You see a lot of pictures of him, the family. Mm-hmm. She said, I felt visible every day. It was the best 33 years ever. Yeah. And then, it seems like kind of out of the blue, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and it took him out quick. Dropped to 120 pounds. They were living their dream world one minute, and then the next he was dying. And she said she was fully in denial, could not accept that this was happening, that his cancer was that bad. Said he was there 1 minute, 3 a.m. She went in the next, and he had died. Mm-hmm. And so, she now, when she sees hawks, she thinks it's him. Mm-hmm. She said wherever she lives, they don't have hawks. Mm-hmm. And she said she lived in an urban area. Where's she from again?
Somewhere in Maryland. City. I don't know. Okay. Well, it could be an area that doesn't get hawks. That
doesn't get hawks. Yeah. But it was sad. She just we had so many future plans. We had a whole future plan together, and then poof, he's gone. And then now she's like, well, now what? Yeah. Now what do I do with my future? She, her first love, her kids and her grandkids. She's a mom and grandmother more than anything, but she does feel sometimes invisible. She does feel like something is missing. Obviously, nobody's going to replace her husband, but she said she does have a big heart and she has room for someone else. And last season, while it didn't work out, it renewed her hope. And she's very honored to be here representing for women in their golden years. Mm-hmm. So it's exciting.
Yeah, she takes it really seriously. That's part of the leadership too. She's like, I'm not just here for me. I'm here for all the ladies who want to find love.
She knows what this means. So we see all the men getting ready. Mm-hmm. We see them putting in their hearing aids. They love showing that.
They love that. And these guys are kind of young for hearing aids.
Yeah, this group is not that old. Mm-mm. Not as old as Gary season was, where there's way more women in their 70s. But they're all getting ready. Joan shows up for a limo entrance, meets the host, looks gorgeous. Mm-hmm. First limo rolls up. First guy out is Pascal.
Oh, yes, oui.
Mm-hmm. Salon owner from Paris, strong Paris accent. He's holding on to that French accent.
He's putting it on so thick.
He's turning it on more too. Uh-huh. Yeah. The French, they have such a strong accent.
Yeah, they do.
It's one of those, languages. It's hard for them to shake it no matter what.
Yeah.
But he's been here since he was 22 years old. I said, what?
And he's 69. 69? Oh, Pascal.
He's lived more in the U.S. than he has in Paris. So interesting. He's very good looking. He's charming. Mm-hmm. He has, a confidence to him, as a, French man does, I guess. Now the next guy is Kim, aka Captain Lee from Below Deck.
Yep.
Had on his Navy uniform. I feel like the Navy, they have the best uniforms.
They do. I just love the crisp white. And they iron it to the T.
They gotta get the seam. That seam in the front of the pant. Yup.
There's never a stain of anything ever. It looks like it's brand new every day.
Every time. Yeah. I feel like that's part of their training too. They have to take pride in their uniform, and it's everything they're representing the US, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But he had on his uniform. He is retired and divorced. He was retired and divorced in 1998. Mm-hmm. Remarried.
Mm-hmm.
And then his second wife passed.
Yeah.
And that was 6 years ago now. Mm-hmm. And so this is now his third chance at love.
Yeah.
So I'm really intrigued by his story.
Yeah, me too. Because I've seen this story before of third.
The third.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's been here before. He knows that it's possible.
And he knows it's necessary. Okay, this man getting the best healthcare there is, and he's still like, I just need her to help me with my calendar, my Google Calendar, because I just don't know.
I don't know anything. So I'm curious about their conversations, because he's been there before. He's kind of has a leg up on her in that he's like, I know this is possible. I'm not afraid of finding love again. So I'm curious about him. Next, we had Chalk, which that is his blood name.
I know. He has had to introduce himself like that for 62 years, however old he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. Chalk. So I can't call him. We got to find something.
I know. We got to find something else. Can we call him Noodle Soup? Can we call him Noodle Soup?
Noodle Soup, yeah. So apparently she's famous for her chicken noodle soup. So he brought his own. She tried it. Said he'll make it on their hometown. So cute. Very cute. Next is fresh out of the Macy's catalog.
Oh my God.
Jonathan.
Gorgeous. Jesus Christ.
And looks so young.
He does. His body is like amazing.
Body as well. He's tall. He's fit. Allegedly 60, whatever. I don't know.
Girl, we got one of these at the yoga studio.
Do you?
He's 69. He looked great. Wow. All of us are like, I know he was running through them back then.
I know, he was breaking hearts. Yeah, it's ruining people's lives out here. Oh my God.
He's so nice though. He's so nice. I should ask him actually. I should ask him on Friday. Like, why didn't you sign up for this?
Yeah, why aren't you on the Golden Bachelorette? The fuck? He's single?
No ring.
Okay.
I gotta ask. I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. So his whole gimmick, he comes out with his blindfolded.
Yes.
Says something about, she was invisible.
Feeling invisible.
Yeah, really resonated with him. So he wanted to create some type of illusion of invisibility. I have no idea what he was doing with it.
I thought this was cute. I thought this was like a really good idea.
Yeah.
It was a little far-fetched, but I was like, I got it though. I got it.
Okay. You connected the dots. I was trying. I don't know what he's doing here, but whatever. But he's interesting. He's from Oakland, Iowa, population 1,500.
Yikes.
Small town Midwest.
Yeah.
He's divorced. He said his wife blindsided him with a divorce. And basically, he's been stuck in Iowa because they have 2 kids. And so maybe she's primary care. I don't know. She says, we're living here. He has to live there because the kids are there. Wild.
That is wild. Okay. Wild. This really, I don't know how I missed that portion of his thing. This really informs a lot of his edit. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm very intrigued by him. This man he made it very clear, like, I didn't choose to live here.
Yeah.
I live here for these kids and this is my life in my little small town. But yeah. So I'm happy for him. He's getting his chance to do his, live his life his way. Next, we met Jordan. Jordan 61. So nervous. Oh my God.
So cute.
It was so cute. He was stumbling over his words. He was stunned by just her beauty.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, he said he has 3 daughters. So similarly, family is everything to him. He really admired her selflessness when she left the show. So yeah, a cutie. And then, we kind of just saw a string of just like really nervous guys. One after another, stumbling over their words, like really nervous, heart beating out of their chest. So cute.
Except Gary.
Except for Gary. Life of the party for real. Gary, he had on his brown suit.
Bronze, I would even say.
Bronze, okay.
I'm going to give him bronze.
Bronze suit, still looking like an African-American film studies professor.
So, yes. Yep.
The glasses. Those glasses.
And I think it's the hair, too. The hair gives like Cornel West light.
Light, a little bit more stylish than Cornell. But he was cute, full of energy, just like so happy to be here.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to watch him.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see him. Yeah. We met Jack. Jack came out in a bright pink blazer singing.
Was this a nod to the salmon blazer?
Maybe.
I couldn't tell because he's obviously a fan of the show.
Obviously, he watches this every week.
I think it was, but he didn't. I didn't hear him say it. So
no, and it wasn't salmon. It was like a pink as well. But yeah, he's another one, a lot of energy. He was giving, to me, is what I wrote, Palm Beach old man who sits at the bar and hits on everybody who walks in.
Oh yeah, no matter what. His type or not, whatever.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
He's just trying to chat up every girl that walks in.
Everybody. And fuck it. You a gay man? So what?
Maybe.
You too.
Yeah. He's bored. He sits at the bar, just gets drinks, makes friends with everybody, and he's just that guy. But yeah, inside we see the guys, they're bonding. Gary is it's like the best thing ever. He's talking about his newfound brothers. Like, Gary, please.
Gary's in a polycule. Gary's excited.
He's so excited. Next, we meet Charles L.
Oh my God.
Adorable little Asian man. He's so cute. Talk about his ass never being represented. We ain't never seen no old Asian man in no romantic light ever.
Never.
Ever. He has 2 daughters. His wife suddenly passed away. They were married for 36 years. It was his first and only love.
Yeah.
And he's so cute. He's like really precious. I don't know if Joan's going to be into him because he's just so precious.
I know. Yeah, I don't know either. But they do have the same story.
They do, yeah.
So maybe they'll just they'll just be his like little friend. I would definitely keep him around forever. My little friend forever.
Yes, little friend, can trust him. Very well intentioned. He ain't here for nothing but Joan. Like, you know,
and to like make his kids proud.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Exactly. Oh, bless him. Guy, 66, ER physician / the CEO of Home Depot. He is. Don't he look like every CEO ever?
Yep.
He's very good looking. He's much better in motion, I would say. And he came out spraying some perfume or something. I kind of missed his.
He said diagnosis of smell. I don't know.
I'm curious why he's single.
Me too.
He's a doctor. He looks wealthy, just the way he was dressed and everything. Very good looking. I feel like this is the guy I see or like picture in Palm Beach with like a 36-year-old on his arm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm curious, what's up with him? What's his story? We didn't hear about his wife or ex or anything like that. So I'm curious. Charles K, our uncle, came out with the cane wobbling.
Yeah. Huffing and puffing.
And then he dropped to the ground, did some push-ups. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Christopher, the zaddy.
Oh, yeah. This was really funny.
Yeah, he brought shots of prune juice.
Yeah.
So about to have Joan shit in her pants.
Yep.
Oh, my God. And then, met guy after guy, everybody with a little gimmick or a little something. All the guys inside are like so cute, bonding over their grandkids and talking about their kids. This one guy was like wiping away a tear, like getting choked up, just talking about his kids. So cute. David, the rancher, aka dungeon operator. Y'all gotta watch. Go listen to the cast bios. He rolled up on a horse.
Yeah.
And his whole gimmick, he wanted her to like come pet the horse, but the horse like galloped away, literally ran out of there. And then we had Keith rolled up in a station wagon. I like Keith.
I like Keith too. I like how he could barely get out of it. He was like, "Hold on, it's low. It's one of them low ones."
He's huge. He's 6'5", 240, big, loud, deep voice, commanding, kind of dude. He's been the sole parent for 12 years.
Yeah.
His wife struggled with addiction and he ended up raising their 3 beautiful daughters together or on his own. And they had a nice little moment. They kind of like sat on the station wagon for a little bit, chatted about going to the beach, like common interests, and you could tell she was like really into him already.
Yeah.
They just had like a very easy breeziness to them. So then the host comes up, says we have one more limo, very important limo. Out steps Chelsea. Looking gorgeous. Why? I always want to call her Chelsea. And I have Kelsey in my notes too. God.
No, not Kelsey.
Oh, no, God. Kelsey. Looking gorgeous. Love this.
Love this. Chartreuse.
A little dress she had on with the cutouts. Very cute. And obviously she's here to introduce her fine ass zaddy.
Zaddy.
Her zaddy. Ooh, Mark. I said it before. One of the finest thing is alive. It's fine. Love this guy. And yeah, he talks about how people were like posting thirst traps of him online and just like all the buzz he was getting.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course we learn about his wife passed in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
She did give her blessing for him to find love again.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard because she was perfect. He said she was perfect. She filled my heart completely. She's still there in my heart, but there's room, and he's here to give himself a chance at love.
And he has 5 kids too. That's distracting.
Mad kids, yeah. Mm-hmm. So Joan heads inside and just talks about how this experience really changed her when she was here. How Gary really made her feel more confident, and this whole experience gave her hope and made her feel visible again, and really believes the process can work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they get this belief from.
I don't know where they get it either. You know what? She's just talking about finding love. She's not talking about anything long lasting.
True. And gives her little cheers. And before she can even finish her speech, Pascal just
madame, there he goes. I was like, Pascal, how long are we going to do this for? With this like Euro persona that you're putting on.
Leaning into it heavy. So he whisks her away, and he's very confident with women. Obviously, this guy is not scared. He's probably going on at least one date a week. This dude, right?
Right.
Why are you here? Why are you here? You have no problem meeting women, I'm sure. He's a hairstylist. He owns the salon. He's meeting women all day.
Make them look gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like hair, like that whip around of the chair is such a fucking moment for both the hairstylist and you. Like that is and you do that all day, 8 days a week. Why are you here?
Why are you here? What's sums up with him? That's what I have to think.
Like, I know, and that salon look busy. It's not, you're not promoting the salon,
right? I don't know either. Yeah, we learn he has everything. He's got the house, he's got the car, he's got the business. He's just looking for love. He's been in Chicago since he was 22, as he said. Moved there from Paris. And he's like, look, I have the means to do whatever. If it wasn't you, I wouldn't be here. I'm only here because it's you.
Yeah.
And so I'm just looking for my person. And then he brought like a letter, I think, from his son.
His son.
Very sweet.
That was cute.
I like him. He seems direct. He seems straight to the point. I am curious as to what he's doing here, because he doesn't seem like he has trouble meeting women. As he said, his whole life is all well designed. He has all the means. Like, what's up?
I don't know. But the last hairstylist was a hit. So maybe he thought, you know what? Let me get on this train.
Susan. Yeah. And then let's see. Joan sits with I don't remember his name. I think his name was Dan from Naples. Yeah. And she remembered where he was from. She said it was very memorable. I don't remember everybody, but I remember June. And he was nice. He has 2 daughters, one of which is adopted. And they obviously signed him up for this, he said. And he's another one who's been a single dad for 14 years.
14 years, yeah. Another one spoke highly, too, of his daughters. Said that they were his mentors.
His mentors, yeah. It was very emotional in his interview. I want to hear more about these single dads. I'm so curious.
Me too.
Particularly ones who, we've seen a wide range. This guy, he adopted a daughter, right? Another one whose wife was an addict. He had to step in. We have Kelsey's dad who lost his wife. Now he had to raise 5 on his own. Like, just so many. We always hear so much about single moms. That life experience. Everybody knows a single mom. Not everybody knows a single dad or like knows this lived experience. So I'm very curious to like meet more of these men. And
I should talk to my single dad friend to see how he does with dating, because I know he doesn't date very often because he's so distracted with his kid. He has one kid who's he's 11, 10. So he is like
with his whole world
on it. Yes, his whole world, and he comes every. We going to dinner? He coming too. So like, I'm wondering now, because I feel like dads can be very overwhelmed with filling the shoes of a mom. in the way that a mom doesn't feel as overwhelmed or doesn't feel as intimidated, maybe.
I think,
as filling the role of two parents.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
And I think, too, because women, we just have more examples of other single women to look at or learn from. True. And, you know, if I become a single mom tomorrow, God, you know, say something happens, I have a Rolodex of women I can call on.
That's true.
You know, to share their experience. But as a father, you know, not everybody knows a single dad. Who would they call on? I don't know, you know?
And men don't have as many friends, so there's not nearly as people. Like, if one of my friends fell into single motherhood, the way I'd watch her baby is she's going on huge dates. Like, I would not even care.
Not even a question.
Men don't have that same level of community.
No, So, I'm just curious. I'm just really curious to learn more about those men. So Joan, she's, you know, shuffling around all the different guys. She's playing baseball with one and riding on the scooter race with Charles. She's like playing telephone or something with Gary. It was kind of cute. It was like what it would sound like if they like met on the street and like exchanged numbers and now have a date.
And on a rotary phone too, on the the circle phone.
Very cute. Now Jordan, he was the super nervous one from limo entrances. He's from Chicago.
Yeah.
Sits with Joan. Mm-hmm. His voice is so young.
I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that at all.
He sounded like a guy in his 20s. It was throwing me kind of. I don't know. It was just, I wasn't really paying that much attention to all the voices, but when I heard his voice, it just stood out to me. It just sounded so young. If I closed my eyes, I would thought that was like a guy from The Bachelor or like from Bachelorette or something. Like very young sounding voice. I don't know if anybody else heard this. But yeah, he brought her a little gift, little sweatshirt from Chicago for one of his grandkids. And they played pickleball. Then all the guys came out and they all played pickleball.
Yeah.
It was wild.
It was.
One net, but 10,000 balls. But yeah, Joan is, seemed like she's having a blast. Very easy breezy, great, you know.
Having fun. Kissing no one.
No one.
Appreciate, or I respect that decision.
I do too.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Now, Jack, he was one of the pink jacket.
Yep.
He is walking around the mansion doing MTV Cribs.
Sure is.
Just, I mean, we saw the preview, so we know it might be a little issue, but
yeah.
Seems like, you know, this is a crazy experience for a man of this. Like, they would never think they'd be here. So he's just like living in the moment, having fun, going around the house, like having the time of his life. But we see this little attention seeking might become an issue later.
Yeah, because we haven't seen him speak to Joan at all.
Not yet, no. Yeah. Now, Joan sits with Kim, the Navy captain. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he calls out how she left the show and just family being everything to him as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It wasn't much. Okay.
Not much. Nice little conversation. Little kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Like that's when I remembered in my head. I was like, by this point, last time, Gary had kissed so many people. Which at the time we were like, oh, we love this, you know, good for them. They'd never get to have affection, like, you know, good for Gary and the women just doing whatever. Now that I look back at it, now that I know Gary, now I'm like, that was a red flag because Joan is having a great time with all these men, making genuine connection. Ain't kissing nobody. Anyways, she sits with Mark. There's a little glimmer in her eye with Mark.
With Mark?
Kelsey's dad.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I saw a little twinkle in her eye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because what?
So good looking.
Yeah.
And he seems very interested. He's more excited to get to know Joan than he has in a very long time. And I feel like he's going to be here
a long
top 3,
time. Maybe
top 2.
I was going to say top 3. Faux show fantasy suites guaranteed.
Yeah. Oh,
for Mr. Mark. Yeah.
For sure. Now, Joan sits with Jonathan, who's the black dad from Iowa, small town Iowa. And he talks about her feeling invisible, again, how it really resonated with him. And then he pointed out, he studied her season, yo.
I know. I mean, he has nothing else to do in Iowa.
In Iowa, poor thing. But he brings up on Gary's season, the talent show, and how her performance was a poem. And he wanted to be the guy that she was reading that poem to, and I made my own poem and made her stand up and recited it was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing. This man wants to be Golden Bachelor so bad, and I'm here for it. Jonathan for Golden Bachelor.
I would love it. Absolutely.
Can you imagine the Bachelor and the Golden Bachelor both black?
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
girl. Yeah. Call up the news. We're coming.
We're coming. But yeah, he seems genuinely interested in Joan for sure. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe he has other aspirations, but he seems very taken by her. He did.
Yeah, I don't care either way because I'd love to see a season with him. So.
Either way. But she said she found him very sincere.
Yeah.
She said she's looking forward to spending a lot of time. She said, I want to spend a lot of time with you. So I think she's into him, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing. Who wouldn't? So
I know. He looks like he's 40. He looks so young. It's nuts. So the host drops off the first impression rose. Mm-hmm. So now it's getting
serious.
Serious. Mm-hmm. Jack, the singing pink blazer dude, is also a chef. I forgot.
I know. I forgot the restaurateur from Chicago. It looks like Charlie could cook too. I'm already calling him Charlie. Charles
L. Yeah.
He was checking out the Le Creuset in there.
Yup. That's true. He was like,
lifting him up.
Oh, good pot. Yeah. So Jack is chefing it up in the kitchen, cooked out a whole meal for her. Oh my God. He got my invite to the cookout.
Oh, literally. Yeah, sure.
Literally. Please come and run this grill. He is earning his keep. And yeah, made pork medallions and had a whole, a béarnaise sauce and a this and a that. I was like, Jesus, out there. And then Charles got his moment. He brought out some tea. Christopher had chocolates. Mm-hmm. So everybody's getting their little budget, get to do a little something. Mm-hmm. Keith now, station wagon, 6'5". We love him. They play cornhole.
Yeah, of
and course. She thinks he's so fun. Mm-hmm. They both want to live near the water. They just easy connection, easy breezy conversation. He was talking about just like, being bold and not getting complacent in life and just going after things. And she was just like eating up everything he was saying. And you could just tell like very easy early connection.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. I wonder too, now that you say like want to live by, I'm like, maybe Joan is open to moving. Maybe that's why there's so many California guys.
I wonder, yeah.
Because she wants to, her career life is not all the way wrapped up yet, but I'm sure it will be after this.
Definitely. The opportunities and everything she'll get. I am curious about that because that was or if they're going to address that or show any conversations around that, because that was a whole element of Gary and Teresa, why they broke up, but also with Faith. When Faith was like, my horse is buried here, and I'm not leaving. But he learned of this basically during hometowns. And that was, I would say, probably the biggest reason why he didn't choose Faith. Was just the distance. And so if they really want this thing to go well, producers and Joan, like, I want to see more of those early conversations of the logistics of how we're going to do life. Some of these men are retired. Yeah. Joan is not retired. That was a whole thing between Gary and Teresa as well. So I'm just, very curious about how that's all going to shake out. Because, yes, there is a lot of men from California. Chalk, chicken noodle soup. We saw his little package. He's 60 from Wichita. He flat out said he's lonely.
I know.
So he's lonely. His mom has stage 4 cancer. But she gave him her blessing to go on the show. And he has 4 kids. Him and Joan talk about, family values. He has a dog named Super Tubbs, I think.
Yeah, Super Tubbs. That's a cute name.
Interesting. Her bucket list to go on a safari. He's been on a safari. His bucket list is to find love.
Mount Kilimanjaro, all the rest of this.
Yeah.
He's adventure.
Very adventurous. But admitted to her that flat out, he said he's lonely. His kids have moved away. Yep. He is looking for love, looking for his companion.
Yeah. He'll find friends, though. I'm curious to see how friendship is going to play a role in some of this loneliness, because a lot of it has to be friendship.
That's true. Particularly for, as we said, for men, they don't have deep friendships in the way that women do. And so part of that loneliness, of course, not having a partner, but also part of it could be he might not have any friends. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm curious.
Did we hear that with Golden Bachelor? I don't remember hearing lonely
so much. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, he's just hoping he made a good first impression on her.
Yeah.
So bless him. So Joan heads inside and grabs the first impression rose, and they make her walk past everybody. Goddamn man in this house.
Everybody.
Oh my God. So Keith's station wagon got the rose. They stationed him at the farthest fucking fireplace, like the other end of the damn mansion compound. And yeah, she just said she felt immediately safe with him.
Yeah.
So comfortable. Said you're a big teddy bear. She just loved everything he said about like getting wine, going to the beach. She was just like speaking her language. And so she gave him the first rose. And yeah, I like Keith so far.
I like him too. He has a nice voice too. I really like his voice.
Yeah, he does. So that was basically the night. Joan heads inside, got all the guys gathered around. She says she has a surprise for them, and they wheel in a TV screen, and they have all these little video messages from their sons and daughters. And this is where we saw Jordan's daughter's a lesbian. She had her girlfriend there, I think. Gary, or I'm not sure who it was. Somebody's son or daughter, not sure. Definitely mine, non-binary. With Charles K's son and a do-rag.
The camera facing up the chin. Didn't give one fuck.
Didn't give a fuck. And it was nice. Everybody's in tears.
It was nice. This is a good callback from Drag Race. Shout out to the Bachelor producers.
Oh, yeah. Little video messages. Those always do well. And then, time for the rose ceremony.
Yeah, this is heartbreaking. I don't like the first one. Is always like, damn, because you all are just here for your shot at love.
Yeah, I know. And they're also grateful to be there.
Yeah.
There aren't opportunities like this. Is the one show, really. If you're Black, maybe you can go on Ready to Love. But even this age bracket is a bit older.
It's a little old, yeah.
It's a little old. So, they're just so thankful for the opportunity. So it is really sad to go home because they're like, what now? This is my one chance, my only chance. Like, first rose went to Dan from Naples. Then Jonathan from Iowa, obviously got a rose. Mark got a rose. The CEO of Costco, Guy, got a rose. Charles K, Jill, Pascal, Chicken Noodle Soup, Captain Lee, Christopher.
I love Christopher.
Yep. Someone named Greg. I do not remember Greg from
Greg with 2 G's. Yeah, I don't remember him either. But
is he a late addition? I genuinely don't remember him from Gates
I don't remember him either. Him or Gil, I was having a hard time calling back to as well.
Yeah, I don't remember him. Yeah. Greg, I hated his suit. He looked like he was the maitre
Greg.
d' at an old school Italian restaurant in Chicago. That's what I was given. It's like, why is he dressed like this? And then Joan took a little break. You know, they got to break some drama.
Dramatic pause.
Took a little pause, left the room, came back. And I think gave a rose to Charles L. Got a little rose. Jordan, the guy with the young voice. Bob was the one I said, like an inner city high school principal.
Oh yeah.
Michael, he's the one that 65 looks like he's 5, kind of also in the face. And then last rose, and there were fucking birds chirping outside.
Oh my God, the sun was rising. I cannot even imagine. And you're 60. And they still don't have chairs. Who demanded? It was Natasha demanded chairs.
Yes. At least give them some risers to sit on something.
Some risers.
I don't know why they got them standing like this.
Oh my God.
Horrible. But the last rose went to Jack, the chef. So we do have to say goodbye to POC RJ.
RJ 6'5" finance.
6'5" finance, had like blue eyes, light skinned nigga. I know he was breaking hearts back in the day.
RJ, you'll find someone. What are you doing on this show, RJ?
I don't know.
You look like Michael Ealy. What are you doing?
What are you doing here? And then also the rancher.
I noticed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, she's not into it.
Not into it. Yeah. Something she's got to sniff of some freaky shit.
Yeah. That nipple piercing. She said, "You know what? I can't do this. Let me get some wine and cheese with station wagon."
Exactly. Pablo went home. That was the like Argentinian UN director, I think.
In Maryland.
Oh, he was the one from Maryland. You're right.
Yeah. So she's not. She don't care about Maryland. I guess.
She does not. Yeah. She's ready to move. So yeah, they all say their goodbyes, and Guy, the fucking CEO of General Mills, was standing there bawling.
I know,
just feeling so grateful and just excited that he made it through. And this is a big deal for them. They're like, this is my chance. Like, I don't meet people like this ever. Like, they take it so serious. He was crying real tears. Oh, like, bless him. And yeah, that was the episode. We did get a little preview now for the season.
Yes, it looks like a good one.
It looks like a good one, yes. Joan, we see Joan all over the world, going on fun dates, kissing. We see a kickball date, and somebody's going to throw their back out. I don't know why they send these men up like this.
I don't know why they set anyone up like this without any padding.
Right. I don't know. Then we see... let's see. What? Oh, Jill said something I thought was really nice. He said, "I'm not looking for someone to get old with. I'm looking for someone to stay young with."
Love it. I love that attitude. I feel like your parents definitely have that attitude.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, we're not getting older. We're only getting better. That's, they always...
I can hear them. I can hear the Facebook status being typed now.
We not getting older, only better. My mom
only better.
Yes. Picture. Yup.
On a yacht, your dad below her, like,
yeah, exactly. Adorable. Oh man. We see Jack doing cannonballs into the pool. Oh my god,
Jack. Another one with no padding. Jack, you know you need your knee pads and brace. Diving into pools.
Diving into the pool. So of course people are questioning if he's like here for the right reason.
He's not.
He just want to be here for fun. He's not. We know this. It looks like they're doing a Thunder from Down Under
they sure are doing a stripper date.
A stripper date. I'll take it.
I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, I want to see Jonathan actually. Low key.
Yeah, so. Jonathan and Mark. Hello.
And Mark.
But yeah, we see, I think I caught Joan saying, "I love you, Mark."
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
So did I hear that right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. So obviously he's gonna be here forever. Then we see Joan experiencing some guilt.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure a lot of the guys are, people are gonna feel, she's like, my husband gave me his blessing to find love again, but she's just feeling very guilty and she's not sure if she is ready. And we see a scene of her sitting with the guys telling them this, how she's not sure if she's ready for this. We have Gary coming back.
For what?
Could give advice.
Girl, please. I'd rather have Trista dig her up again.
Please. Yeah.
Every season.
Gary to give his little 2 cents. I don't even of what not to do, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what advice I need from him. And we hear him say to her, "Have you considered the possibility that maybe your guy isn't here?"
Gary, you trying to join the running?
He trying to wiggle back in there.
Oh, Gary.
Because
now he'll pull a Matt.
That's right. God. Because we know Joan would have made it very far in his season.
That's right.
He was devastated when she left.
I forgot. Oh, Gary, you nasty. Oh, Gary.
Messy.
You move nasty and messy.
Messy as hell. So messy. A lot of men crying. Joan coming to some resolution saying, "I don't have to mourn the rest of my life. I do deserve a second chance at love," which I love how she put that.
I like that too, because she's young. To have lost her husband too.
Yes, yeah. 60 is young. Like you have maybe another 40 years. People living long these days. Like for me to just mourn my husband the rest of my life and not get a second, of course. So I love even just that affirmation to anybody watching and listening, that you don't have to mourn the rest of your life. You do deserve this. We have Guy saying to her, he's fallen for her. We have Mark, a lot of emotional moments with the men.
Yeah.
Mark, like many of the men, lost his spouse as well. Talked about getting a little visit from a hummingbird. And feeling like that's his wife and kind of going through something. We saw Jonathan boo-hoo-hoo crying into Gary's arms.
Sobbing into Gary. Oh my God, I can't wait for this.
I know. The
two black men just like hugging and crying. Can't wait. Oh my God.
Love it. Yeah. And Gary's just like so perfect. He's eating it up. Like he's been waiting for this role. Like, oh my God. And we see Joan in a beautiful white dress, standing on the beach in her final moment, saying she's in love.
Yep.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good season.
Me too, because she has such a great group of guys.
It is. They did well with the casting. They did well again. And I really like Joan as well. I do.
Good. Yeah.
Good.
I
feel like it's going to be a season low on drama.
Yeah.
Which I prefer for the golden season, golden franchise. I just want to see good storytelling.
Exactly.
These people are interesting enough. Their histories are very interesting. Their experiences. I just want to see kumbaya moments. I want to see talking about moving on from loss. We talk about grief more. Like I just want to dive into those themes and we get some good storytelling. I don't need no drama. I don't need no fake shit. Please.
No. I need the opposite. I need male friendship.
Yes, that too. So I hope they just lean into that because I think this is it's set up to be a great cast or a great season.
Yeah.
All right, Justine, what did we learn this episode?
He's a smart guy.
So my question: can you lose confidence with age? We see a lot of very nervous men. We see guys, at least in the preview, kind of questioning, "What am I doing?" Do you think? You get more confident with age? Do you think it's like a farce, this whole, you get better and everything's fine or not?
I think you just get less confident when you were spending your whole life with someone else and now they're not there anymore. And I think what Joan talked about in the very beginning was that her future died with her husband.
Yeah.
I think that will knock your confidence down a peg for show. And then you go on the fucking Bachelor and you are fighting for the same future as 23 other people.
Yeah.
That will definitely knock your confidence down for sure, unless you're Jonathan and you have plans.
Which we see.
Or Salmon Jacket also has plans for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's just the changing of your whole life will knock your confidence down,
not
age itself.
Right. Yeah, and as you said, with some of these men, they're like losing. Some of them have lost their companion, their biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
You spent 40 years with somebody who's like rah 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 in the background. Now they're gone. Now, you are gonna doubt you haven't moved on your own in a while. Like you're gonna feel a little bit out of fish out of water. I think a lot of the men too, like they haven't dated in years. A lot of them, like we saw in Gary's season 2, like they have just dedicated their lives to their kids, their grandkids. And so even at their like ripest age where they of course have all their shit together, their kids are off, building their families, they have their house, they have their career, they have their money, they are re-experiencing like self-consciousness and like confidence and nervous and anxious and like experiencing those feelings and those emotions again. In a way. It's kind of nice to see just that vulnerability, particularly of men, older men, right?
Yeah.
And I think it kind of just like proves in terms of what I learned, like those things don't necessarily go away with age or like maybe they improve for a period of time because you're older, you're wiser. Of course, you're not like sitting around insecure like the way we did in our like 20s.
Oh my God, yes. Like how we see on Sex and the City when they're just sitting around lunch like, why am I single? Yeah.
They don't have time for that. They're raising kids. They're trying to get, food on the table, blah, blah, blah. But I think that there's a chance definitely with age in certain departments, you lose confidence or you need practice. And particularly in the love dating department, you see them like they're just out of practice. A lot of them. That's really all it is. They haven't sat with a woman in a romantic, setting like this, and now there's like tons of men around to competing. They haven't done this shit in such a long time.
And Pascal over there, like, voulez-vous coucher à me voir? Like, he's like OD game with it.
Yeah, and he does it every day. Every day he's spitting game on these women, trying to get them into their salon. So it was nice just seeing them be very humbled by this experience and realize like, oh shit, I am nervous. Shit. Like I'm 6'5" and whatever. I got my whole career, but like fuck, like that guy over there seems nice too. And just a lesson that confidence is something that we all struggle with at any age. And you come in and out of practice as life goes. Not just because you get older, it gets better. You can, it goes in waves in terms of regaining your confidence, your esteem. So let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, sound off in the comments on Patreon. Rate, review, subscribe. We're excited for the season, guys. Hope you are too. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Find us on Instagram, TikTok, all the good stuff. And we'll see you guys next week.
Sure will. Bye, guys.
Bye.